OMG, he's an idiot. Hi, how is Trump other than a douche? Melania? Trump is a disaster. I have no idea how destabilizing his presidency would be. No, he's not. We'll stop it. I want to believe the path you threw out for consideration in Andy's office, that there's no way he gets elected, but I'm afraid we can't take that risk. It's like an insurance policy in the unlikely event you die before you're 40. I can't pull away. What the F happened to our country, Lise? That was Peter Strzok testifying on Capitol Hill today. He occasionally had a clear memory, especially when he was asked to read his text out loud by Darrell Issa. But at other times, it was surprising how fuzzy his memory was, like when he was asked about softening an FBI statement to benefit Hillary Clinton.
Metadata shows that you modified the draft statement on June 6th. Is this when the phrase grossly negligent was changed to extremely careless?
Sir, again, I don't recall specifically when it happened.
Was it your computer that put the change into the statement?
Based on my subsequent review of that metadata, I believe that to be true.
Okay, and who has access to your computer? Anybody beside you?
No, I do. My secretary had access to elements of it.
Nailed. While this was happening on Capitol Hill today, additional emails between Strzok and Lisa Page were released to discuss that. Judicial Watch's own President Tom Fitton, who made it happen with his FOIA request. Tom, first off, your take of what we saw today.
Well, it was a bit of a circus, and it ought to be only the beginning, frankly, in terms of getting information out of the Justice Department and FBI. I don't understand why the Mueller operation is still going on, given the corruption evidence in these texts that Strzok admitted to. We're not talking about bias here. We're talking about corruption. This is evidence of corruption. An FBI agent, a senior FBI official, wanting to direct an investigation a certain way to target a political opponent. And on top of that, we have Mr. Mueller seemingly disinterested in this corruption. He kept it from the American people for months, he and the Justice Department, that he had to remove Strzok because of this corruption. And if I were Congress, I'd call him in and ask him some questions about how he's managing his investigation and the evidence of bias and corruption with his team that is still undermining the credibility of the entire Justice Department and FBI he's using to target Trump.
I understand you got some emails and text messages today. What do they say?
Well, they show communications between Page and Strzok. First of all, we had to sue to get the records. The Justice Department and FBI want to take up to 2 years to turn them over to us, so they're giving them to us in dribs and drabs, and they're from 2015. They show the relationship between Page and Strzok was quite close in 2015. And he's cursing everyone out. He's cursing decisions about the FBI. They're making fun of colleagues. And they show that Mr. Strzok was quite truthful, in my view, in the way he communicated with Lisa Page about how he was analyzing what the FBI was doing. One of the big lies we heard today was that this was all personal. Look, Ryan, we wouldn't be getting these text messages and the emails if they were personal by law. The reason we're seeing them is because they're government emails about government activity.
Right.
Anyone who says it's personal political beliefs, if that were the case, we wouldn't be seeing them.
40,000 already we know about. You say we got more. You're still going through them. Real quick, he also went out of his way in his personal message to try to explain away his behavior. Did he do it effectively to you?
No, he didn't. Look, your listeners, the viewers, are just going to have to decide whether they take his word that the bias didn't impact the investigations. The IG didn't believe it. Mr. Mueller didn't believe it. Why should anyone else believe it? And the facts are what they are. He tried to spin them, and we have to decide as adults what to do with this evidence. Should we allow the corrupted Mueller investigation to continue, given his involvement and the involvement of several other FBI officials who thought like him in directing it and creating it?
Tom, congratulations. Continue to go through all that stuff. You are relentless, as his Judicial Watch is, to get to the truth. Appreciate it.